Xenon, it's time to wake up. Actually, I put that in the wrong hole. Wait, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, welcome back, boys and girls, to another episode of Xenon. What am I going to do tonight? I think I'm going to rebuild the slingshots and the flippers. Yeah, that's a good start. And maybe remove all of the pop bumpers. Then when I get my parts, I can go boom, 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 and assemble, assemble, assemble. Still could be a ways. I think Marco said 12 to 24 business days, because I went with cheap shipping from USA to Canada. And as all fellow Canadians know, shipping from the States can be forever. What else do I gotta do? Oh, now that I have repaired my lamp driver, I can put in my Siegecraft adapter kit for my LEDs. Do I want to do that? Oh, that reminds me, I gotta place that order with Dave still to get the kit with the adapters for the auxiliary lamp driver, and also order up some ROMs for Kevin's machines. He needs Twilight Zone, Popeye, and maybe Gilligan's. So I'm going to place that order actually. I'll do that now. And I could, I guess, install what I've got here for the regular lamp driver. And maybe work on the solenoid driver. So actually, you know what? I don't know if I have enough time to do half of all that, but just thinking out loud. So, because it is the season premiere of The Amazing Race, and Jamie and I will be watching that within an hour and a half. So the clock is ticking, so here I go. Alright, let's see if the Siegecraft adapters work okay. They have been installed. One in J1, one in J2, one in J3. Well, that's J2, that's J3. So I think two of these go to the playfield. This goes to the head. This is the power in. Then you've got to connect a common wire from here to here to here, and then connect this to the back box. Controlled lighting wire. But first, Siegecraft suggests to check that you're getting a good 5 volts. So again, this is a controlled lamp because it has a striped wire. And these do not have any striped wires, just 2 ground braids, so those are your general illumination. So this is where we can maybe connect it right here. So let's see if we got 5 volts. It's a little low. Hopefully that'll be enough though. Okay, so here's the big test. Kevin just messaged me. We're working on a little something something, and we'll see what he's saying about it. And we'll have to keep you posted on that, but that's all you get for now. Okay, here we go. So let's see what we're looking at. Right now, I don't know why, but everything seems to be ghosting like pretty friggin' strong. Every light is like half lit. I don't remember that before, right? Was that happening before? Okay, I'm going to connect in 3, 2, 1. Okay. I think our flickering is gone. Let's, I think this is a pretty flickery row here. Actually, let's go and lamp test. Look. This kind of look a little bit flicky. Okay, let's go. Okay, alligator clip off. And alligator clip on. Wait, hold on. On. You notice any difference? Just those two guys have a little extra flick to them, but I don't know. I just removed the alligator clip. Nothing looks flickering. I haven't even connected the alligator clip. What's going on here? Okay, well, it just doesn't seem that it's doing much, but maybe because I'm in lamp test. We'll have to check in gameplay mode or attract mode. But Siegecraft adapters for the lamp driver are installed. Okay, so along with there being something kind of weird about this lighting, like the fact that it's ghosting so much is weird. Anyway, the other issue I just ran into is I wanted to start a game, see what the light looks like, the inserts look like after starting a game, but I can't add a credit. All 3 coin switches don't work. So going backwards again. That light's going on. That's indicator that there's a credit. So it made me think that maybe I put in the wrong program. But I double checked and it's down, 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 up, 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 down, down for Xenon. So that's correct. So why can't I add any credits? So I'm moving backwards as usual. I don't know, maybe stick in my other CPU if I have to and see if it has something to do with that, but you wouldn't think so, because I had this board sent right to Dave at Alltech and he tweaked it up for me, because it's an older model. Like, there used to be a battery pack here. That was the old school Alltech days, so I sent it to him to do a couple of things for me, and it shouldn't be this board, but I'll have to figure something out. I'm not sure what the issue is yet. I was just about to pop in this MPU here, my good one, my newer Alltech, but then I just realized what might be the issue here. Can I see these clock jumper settings? Let's see, it says stern. They're on the right. Stern and Bally are on the right. Damn it. Okay, it's not clock jumpers. Thought maybe they're in the wrong side. Okay, I'll install this newer Alltech and see if anything changes. Okay, well, new Alltech is installed. Got it on the proper setting. Down, 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 up, 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 down, down. A, B, A, B. And look, I was able to add credits. So, I guess that might mean connector or old Alltech is misbehaving. So, start a game here just for fun. How's the ghosting? Like, that is pretty bright for supposed to being off. Let me think about this. I'm pretty sure that I put in all non-ghosting bulbs. Oh, but I don't have my adapter connected. Yes, I do have my adapter connected right here. Wonder if I change the spot if that would do anything. Hey. Hey. Did we just solve both problems at the same time? Look at that. Eh? Nice. Okay, good news is that I figured out the lighting situation. We could probably see what attract mode looks like now. Here we go. Look, no flicker. Excellent. Okay. That is resolved. The only problem is that my old Alltech board doesn't seem to want to work, so I already sent this board to Dave. I'll have to give him a call or reseat some chips and reseat the connectors. I'll try it again and see if I can get anything to happen with the old board, but at least I know what's going on. So moving forward again. Okay, I just tried one last ditch effort here. So on these Alltech boards, you can put the machine on free play, and you do that by putting this leftmost switch to the up position, and then you turn off the credit display, which is number 27, right there. So you move that to the right, which is the off position. Okay, so now it is theoretically set for free play. So doesn't show credits. I'll try and add credits just for fun, see if anything happens. Nothing happens. And got 2 balls in the machine. And check this out. Hit the start button. We got action. So, not sure why. Like, is it a connector that is just not allowing for the coin switches to work? And whatever else is on that circuit, is everything else not going to work? Like, does diagnostic button work? Does not. Okay, you know what? I actually remember this exact problem. I had this problem with this board, and I sent out this board to him to do something. I can't remember what it was, but when I got it back, that's what it was. I couldn't enter diagnostics. But maybe, what I didn't realize at the time, is that the coin switches were not working as well. So maybe it is an entire row of switches that is the issue. But what I did when I got it back was I swapped these 2 chips just to see what would happen. And I found the tiniest little bit of solder underneath one of the chips. And once I swapped the chips, it resolved the issue. I could get into diagnostics. And I just chalked it up to that little piece of metal. So I put the chips back to reconfirm, and sure enough, it was good to go. But now it's all coming back to me. I'm having the exact same issue, which was not getting into diagnostics. But it is a greater issue than that, I'm thinking now. Okay, so I definitely blaming something to do with this Alltech board. Not sure what yet, but I don't know. Maybe I'll swap these 2 chips again just to see what happens, but I have no confidence in it if it does work, but I don't know. I got to try something, right? Okay, I just swapped the 2 6821 chips. They're both the same chip, and we'll see if anything changes. Okay, I still have it set for free play. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to hit the diagnostics button. We'll see if we can get in. Nothing is happening. Okay. Well. Definitely have an issue, but why? Why? Okay, I guess this is going to require some tech support beyond my comprehension. I could put in 2 new 6821s. I'd probably have them. I could reseat this chip. Could press in on that chip. I could mess around with some stuff, but I don't really know what I'm doing. You know. I guess if I could find the schematics, I could find what chip's responsible for the switch matrix. No, is it switch matrix or is it separate coin door wiring? Anyway, yeah, I think I'll reach out to Dave at Alltech tomorrow and see what I can find out. I'll report back. In the meanwhile, maybe since I'm messing with boards, I'll deal with this guy next. Alright, I've been just messing with this solenoid driver for the last 40 minutes, I swear. I was having a little bit of trouble reflowing the headers. Pin 2 and 3 on this guy no, it was J1. Pin 2 and 3 just kept wanting to stay together, and it Just I had to fight a little bit to separate those two guys. They wanted to play together, but I did reflow all of the headers. Okay, and I was able to get one of my ground mods done, and I installed the new capacitor. Here's the old guy. It's the new guy, which is 35 volt, 15,000 UF. So I just got to do a couple more ground mods. Jumper test point 5 to test point. Is it test point 3 to test point 1? You could jumper those together, and then do the ground for the negative side of this capacitor right here. Attach that to ground for extra stability, and then this board should be good to go. But I've run out of time. It's Amazing Race time, so I'll come back tomorrow and finish off this episode. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, it is tomorrow, and I'm back at Xenon. So if you ever want to know how to do these upgrades to your solenoid driver, just go to PinWiki under Stern SDB upgrades, and there's a nice photo here. You jumper test point 1 to test point 3. You can do it on the front side if you really want, but it's tidier on the back. The negative side of the one capacitor here, you tie that into another ground here so that it's got a better path to ground. Same thing with this capacitor here. You can see the zip ties. Here's the negative side of that capacitor. There's the positive side. And you just tie that into ground as well. This jumper here, I remember reading somewhere that is like a trace repair. Let's see. I think I remember reading that somewhere. Oh yeah, maybe this red wire is also a trace repair. So do those 3 jumpers and replace your filter capacitor, and you're good to go. And I am good to go. Done, done, and done. And done. There's another mod you can do actually where you remove this fuse clip and then you turn it 180 degrees, swing it around the other way, and then it can hold a full-size fuse instead of this little baby fuse. Should I do that? Just because nobody stocks these baby fuses, right? We like to carry the full, what are they, 1.25 inch size fuses. So maybe I'll do that for fun. I do want to remove this anyway, so that when I put this in, I can check all the voltages and make sure everything else checks out. But it's a nice clean board. Oh, my multimeter's beeping at me. Shut that off. So yeah, I don't see any like toasty components. Do see a blob of solder right here actually. So maybe that resistor was changed at some point. I'll have a closer look at that, but as long as all my voltages check out, I think I'll be happy. I'll do this mod just for fun. I'll be back. Okay, I removed the fuse clip and the fuse, and I got that a little bit wrong. You don't like swing it 180. What you do is you bend one leg over and then you mount it in the top hole like so. So you're really only using one leg now. I believe that's correct. So I'll do that and I'll show you the result. Okay, yeah, so I was right after all. It's been a while since I did this, but so here's the fuse clip. See the little ribs on the top? That needs to be at the top end. If it's like this, and you put it down in there, the fuse ain't gonna fit. So those ribs have to go at the top. So you bend out the leg like so, and in fact you do turn it 180 degrees. I was right. Pop it in like that, okay? And then your full-size fuse fits in like so. So you don't need to like scramble if that ever blows. Actually, I put that in the wrong hole. Wait, I'm not going to comment on that. Here we go. There we go. That will fit perfectly. All right, so I'll just solder that in, and Bob's your uncle. And there it is, soldered in, and fuse modification is complete. All right, last thing to do is pop this guy in, test all the voltages, and if they're good, then I am done with this board. Oh, on a side note, I messaged Dave at Alltech regarding the issues I was having with the old version CPU that is now upstairs. I told him, you know, how I sent it to him and he sent it back to me, and then I was having an issue with it, and then I thought I resolved it, put it on the shelf, just busted it back out, having the same issues. And he said basically, yeah, he doesn't really have too much faith in it at this point, that he says send it back and he will replace it with a new one, and I just got to send like a very cheap amount of money, like 55 US bucks plus return shipping plus the board, and he's going to give me a new one. So Dave at Alltech, outstanding service. Every time I've ever had an inquiry or had to reach out to him, he's been great and fast, and calls you and walks you through stuff. And yeah, so Alltech Dave is awesome. So I'm going to be sending out that board. So I guess you know what I can do then? I can donate my test CPU to Xenon, and then when I get the new one from Alltech, that will be my new test CPU. So looks like this now belongs to Xenon. Okay, so I also checked all the transistors with my multimeter. They all checked out. I mentioned in the last video I reflowed all the headers, and the last step is to test all these voltages, so I just busted out my schematics. The main ones I was mostly concerned about were the high voltage. So where are we here? Test point 2 is 190. Test point 4 is 230. And I really advise to not do this. Test point 2. Okay. I'm going to go pan slowly. 192. Okay, now test point 4. 228. In theory, you're supposed to do this with your one hand in your back pocket, so ground can travel down your leg, I guess, if you get electrocuted, and not with a camera in your hand. So I don't advise that. But test point 5 is supposed to be 12 volts. It's 14. Close enough. Test point 1 and 5.3. Test point 3 should be the same because those are the two that I jumpered together. And then test point 6 is the same. 7 is the same. So everything's good. I'm going to hook up my good CPU, and the last board set to deal with will be the sound, and then the auxiliary, if there's anything actually wrong with that. I still got to figure out why none of the LEDs work that are controlled by this board. Okay, I'm just going to run a solenoid test, but thought I would check my display number 1 while I'm at it. Appears to not be flaky anymore, so maybe that issue is resolved. And I also just set up this machine for free play. So yeah, alright, moving along. Isn't that cute? Alright, I think all the solenoids are working as they should. Okay, this is interesting. I'm in switch test. It says number 16 is closed. So, what's number 16? Slam tilt. There's 2 of them. Why the heck is the slam tilt closed? And if so, how does the game even operate? So that brings me back to something I discovered, and I was wondering what it was. This. And then I realized, see this little bit of mylar here? And these two holes? That is where a slam tilt switch would have been, I believe. And for whatever reason, these are tied together. So, I don't know, let's undo them and see what happens. Are they soldered? No, I don't think they are. But, okay, I'm going to need another hand for this. One moment. Okay, separated those two wires. And what do you know? No number 16 switch closed. I don't understand how this machine worked at all if it was stuck on slam tilt. That doesn't make any sense. So, okay. I'm gonna go test all the other switches now and make sure everyone else is happy and go from there. Oh yeah, here's what I meant. I mentioned in another episode that one of these slingshots was like sticky or something. Check it out. Okay, so I think that just needs cleaning because a little vibration fixes that, but that was the first switch I tested. Switch works. Okay, so all the switches appear to work. All the solenoids. I tidied up this slam tilt wire. I just kind of tucked it in there, taped up the ends, not connected. So with that like that, everything seems to be happy. Seemed to be happy before, which is weird. Did I show you the new brain? I forget if I showed you the new brain. Probably, but okay, so now what is the question? Maybe it's time to start tearing into some mechanisms. Maybe I will do that. And also, Jim Wilkes suggested, I wanted to see if the auxiliary lamp board is at fault or has an issue, to throw in an incandescent bulb and see if it lights up. So let's test that out here and see if this lights up. It does not. So maybe we're not, or maybe that's not supposed to light up yet. So let's go into lamp test. Nothing. Okay, so maybe we have lost our power to our auxiliary lamp driver for some reason. That's what I'm going to look into next. I'll see if I can figure that out. Okay, so this is the auxiliary lamp driver schematic. And just checking it out here. Test point 1 looks like it is 5 volts. Does that look right? Come on. Let's zoom right in there. Yeah. Plus 5 volts on test point 1. And there's only one other test point, and that is number 2, which is ground. So we need 5 volts. Let's see what we're getting. Where are you? Hey, we're getting our 5 volts. So I also put in incandescent in both these bulbs because I think since they're tied together, you have to have both in there. Incandescent. And, well, I'll go back to lamp test. And you can see they clearly are not working. No auxiliary lamps are working at all. But we got our 5 volts. So what does it all mean? Is it just a matter of sticking on the adapters? I imagine it's 2 adapters, one for here and one for here. This is power going in. So I guess I can post that on Pinball Repair Group just to see, because I would like to know. And if I find out, I will let you know. Alright, let's have a look at these headers. They seem to be okay. But I slid down this, black brackety thing Ah, look at that. We have burnage. And this wire doesn't appear to be in there very good. So what does the white-brown wire do? I'm gonna have to check out this schematic. Here we are. That's is that pin 1? J1. And the key is here, so that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see, where's the key? It is 6. So that means the bottom of the connector is 1, the top is 15, so that's just a ground. 13, 14, and 15 are ground. Does that make sense? Or do I have it upside down? I think that, oh, if 13, 14, and 15 are ground, then I could move that wire down a notch or 2. Right? Does that make sense? Maybe my ground is just pooched, because it's clearly not looking very healthy. I'm going to move that wire down 1 or 2 once I confirm that my theory is valid, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so I'll move that wire to a fresh new spot. You can see the old slit there. I used a fresh new piece of wire. So, what do you think? Do you think my theory is valid? Do you think, with the flick of a switch, that all of my infinity lights, backbox lights, are going to work again? I kind of have some faith in this, so turn on the machine in 3, 2, 1, and let's see if we can go to infinity and beyond. Ah! Yes, happiness, happiness. I think I see like there's one bulb there that's warm instead of cool. Maybe that bulb's not, oh no. We're back in business, boys and girls. Wait. Those lights don't come on yet. What about these guys? This guy gonna turn on? Well, these two aren't going on. So it's possible that I do have a couple bad transistors. But, yay. We fixed it. What do you think about the blue and white? I friggin' think I like it a lot. Yeah. Alright, so, this is the most productive and progressive episode yet. Well, just this session, really. Yesterday's was kind of meh, but yeah, right on. Okay, I will keep this ball rolling, hopefully. Okay, I think it's official. I think I have every single light bulb working. Can you believe it? It actually happened. These guys are working now. I had to just twist about 4 infinity bulbs a little bit to clean the sockets. I think they are all good now. Every back box light, I only had to change the one warm. I think everything else is working. And playfield wise, look, I even discovered that there is an incandescent that I missed. A little bugger there. I have to remove some hardware to get at him, or I could do it from underneath maybe. This guy's now working. This, everything. I'm going to be putting in new sockets for the pop bumper, so I'm not really worried about those. Coin door lights, you name it. Finally, all switches, all displays, all solenoids, all light bulbs, we think are now good. And the boards, except for the soundboard. Yeah, so that is friggin' sweet. Making progress. Alright, that last bulb is changed out. Now the question, how many bulbs do you think this machine has? We're gonna find out. This is all of them, except for maybe one that was kind of really crappy, like the bulb was popping out of the base, so I threw it in the garbage because I didn't want to accidentally reuse it. So this is going to be pretty darn accurate, but maybe not 100%. So how many bulbs? I'm going to guess 165. All right, name your guess, and I will do the math, and I'll report back. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 156. Boom, I was 9 bulbs off. Actually, it was probably 157. So, boom. Did you get any closer than I did? If not, I win. Oh yeah, so I pay about $1 a bulb for LEDs when I buy in bulk. So I'm gonna call that about 160 bucks in LEDs. And the Siege Crafter set, I believe it was $101 with shipping. So 260 bucks to LED this machine. It's a pricey one, but definitely well worth it. I knew it would be pricey, but Xenon just deserves it. So there you go. There's some there's the math and how it all adds up. Oh yeah, so I got some spare bulbs. That container's full. We'll have to go to my backup bin. There we go. Add them to the pile. All right, I think this is about a appropriate time to wrap up this video. Finish on a good note here. I really do want to bring the back glass down and install it, but it adds weight to the door frame, and you know, it's not 1,000,000% happy the way it is. It's such a heavy head, and then every time I'm swinging the door, open and close and open and close, I'm making it worse probably. So I'm not going to add that extra weight until I'm done inside Xenon's head. Okay, well, I'm gonna end here, so hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and next Xenon episode I'll probably get into mechanisms. That'll be the game plan. Thanks for watching.